Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be, just kind of like a hangout vlog. So we are going to do some pretty cool stuff. Some opportunities have presented themselves, and we'll talk more about that here in a little bit. Right now, we are going to get a bunch of supplies. We just were at Home Depot. We got some plexiglass and some wood. Now we got to run to Ace and get some supplies. Very exciting opportunity. I'll sum it up really quick and give you more details once we meet up with DJ. You guys may know DJ from Iorioki's channel. So he is her husband. Big O dude, a little old Asian girl. Story as old as time. Army dude, Japanese girl, whatever. But yeah, no, really cool guy. We've known him for quite a few years now. I think coming up on like 4 or 5 maybe, and he presented an opportunity to me, and we're gonna take it. So we are going to get this stuff. We're gonna meet with him. We're gonna go make a sign, and that sign is for what's really cool. So once we get to the shop, I'll show you. So next video, I'll mention it now. Unfortunately, the Integra will be up for sale, so I'll be making a video on that. So just kind of keep a lookout for that. So yeah, just keep a lookout for that in the next video. I'll make a full explanation video, and we'll kind of go over the car and whatnot as much as I can. But for the time being, yeah, we're gonna have some fun, hopefully. Big changes, scary changes, good changes, hopefully. But yeah, let's get these supplies really quick.
You have to separate it.
Alright, well, yeah, trying to mix the drink back up. Okay, so we got everything we needed. We're heading to the shop right now to grab some tools, and we're gonna go meet with DJ really quick and show you guys the new thing. Hopefully he's not already there, because Dutch Bros took like 16 minutes to get our drinks. That's like criminal in Dutch Bros. Alright, definitely need the swamp cooler because it's going to be warm. I'm just grabbing an extension cord. I have to drain this thing really quick. Side note, did some more tweaking on the E36 yesterday. Had the tuner make some adjustments. It's driving really good on the freeway right now. I changed a bunch of stuff off camera that I didn't mention. So we did all new Bosch OEM coil packs. We did another fresh set of spark plugs, re-gapped them. We had the fuel injector serviced. And then I also ended up changing the fuel filter, which I don't know how. I cleaned the tank. Like when we initially built this car, we dropped the tank doing the subframe reinforcements and we flushed that thing out. But maybe it's just sediment that I don't know that is in gas in general. But the fuel filter, if you go on my Instagram or my TikTok, I have a video that I posted on there. Just gross, it was just brown. But yeah, no, car's doing pretty good. Still this little weird idle misfire. And then also my instrument cluster decided to become possessed. Whatever, yeah, let's grab some stuff. So I'm really bad about keeping secrets. Today is running a little bit behind schedule, so DJ is not here yet. Let me just show you guys. You notice this doesn't look like my shop, but it is. So, welcome to the new Velocity Velocity Race Fab headquarters. So yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm really bad at phrasing this type of stuff or even trying to keep any of it a surprise or a secret. So once DJ gets here, we'll go into more detail about bigger plans per se, as much as we're willing to share. But an opportunity presented itself. My lease is up in December at my current location. Now the shop has been awesome, don't get me wrong. It's extremely small and cramped, and location isn't exactly the greatest because I'm kind of in a small shop alley off of a business industrial complex, like in the back corner off of 2 other main roads. So like I'm tucked way back in there. So I definitely don't have any front streets here. So this facility is actually right on the corner. We're right behind a Circle K, and we're in a whole business complex here. So much easier. So that's what we're doing today, is we're attempting to make the start of our own sign, because obviously advertising. We're doing something else. Alex is still indecisive right now, but as far as we understand, plans are Alex will be moving with us. Don't want to leave anybody behind. This is a group idea thing. The new opportunities are going to be for DJ and I, but Wheel Sauce and Velocity Race Fab are still going to be a thing. So the primary business here is going to be Velocity Race Fab, which is terrifying because the lease is in my name. So if everybody decides to say, screw me, I'm stuck with a pretty big lease here. But yeah, so we have a little bit of an office space. We're going to be doing just some nice renovations. So we're going for the boutique aspect, like the luxury stuff. Now, I've worked very hard to build my customer base into what it is right now, and we're only finally starting to get where I want to be. So people like Hire Solomon of Higher Quality Details, he brought me, his Audi RS6 recently. We did some work on that. As you guys have seen on the channel or on my Instagram, I've done work with some of the higher end cars, like some Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches, and stuff like that. I do a lot of drift cars, I do some road racing stuff, and then I do normal run-of-the-mill stuff for people that are just, general spenders. This, I think, is gonna allow that to also kind of portray that. So we're definitely not leaving stained up, checkerboard floors and dirty walls with holes all over the place. So this office particularly, we're trying to make a customer-friendly area because we are gonna have a storefront here. So we're gonna be selling stuff such as Fuel Factory fuel. We're gonna have parts on hand that you can order through us. If, say you want me to build you a turbo system and you need a Garrett turbo, you need a Pulsar turbo, we're gonna have that stuff set up. So if we don't have anything, obviously it's still a smaller place, but we'll be able to get something for the build without having to have the customer source everything. I don't know, the opportunities are just potential. Everywhere is potential. So this place, obviously, we've got a few design ideas in mind. Nothing super intricate, because although we do have, we're trying to do things super legit using banks and this, that, the other, actual business stuff this time around that I haven't had access to before because lack of knowledge and lack of basically funding. So it's not like we're doing a $10,000 office in here. We're literally just gonna get some nicer textured walls. We already priced out, it's like 200 bucks. We're looking at auction sites to try and find some new flooring. My fiance, she worked at Sherwin. We have a commercial account with Sherwin so we can get a better pricing on like the paint and stuff. And we're doing all the work ourselves as much as we can. So in here, office, the wide angle lens on the camera might make it appear a little bit bigger. I don't know exactly what size it is, but I mean, enough that, you can kind of get the general idea of what we're working with here. It does have this nice little AC unit on the wall, so that's gonna be nice. But the shop space is what we're excited for. So let me turn the lights on. They don't have a switch over there, so we'll have to have Maddie wire that in for us. Voila. The truck's not ours. One of the other shops down the way, he's asked if he could just store it here for the week since we're not moving for a couple months yet. But no, this place is freaking awesome. So this whole unit, I don't know the actual usable square footage inside of here, but the unit itself is 2,250 square foot. So I'm gonna say roughly with the bathroom and the office, we're probably at 1,900 to 2,000 square foot of actual usable shop space. That's more than double what I currently got because my current space, even with the bathroom and stuff, I think is 950 square foot. So this is going to work out awesome. Now, the lights that were in here, the shop in its own, like the way it fell into our hands is just kind of wild anyway, but the previous tenant had these lights up here. We gotta try and fix them. The gentleman that owns this truck right here, he had mentioned that these lights are probably wired in pretty haphazardly, so there's little switches up there. Maybe one of them's flipped because 6 of these don't work. So we're thinking maybe our buddy that's gonna wire our 220 and stuff, maybe just have him take a look at it, see if the lights are even broken, because I feel like they're just wired bad. But yeah, no, this is pretty much the shop. So this whole area that we're standing in right now, we're still trying to piece it together, figure out exactly what we want to do. But I'm kind of thinking because the natural wind block that the office gives us, I think this is gonna be like my general fab area. Obviously, this is perfect for vehicles and stuff. And again, once DJ's here, we'll get him on camera and we'll talk a little bit more about details of what it is that we're doing besides Velocity Race Fab. But just in the Velocity Race Fab side of things, essentially gonna have more or less this kind of half of the shop just dedicated, because I'm gonna still have my vehicle lift, and then I'll need space for secondary projects, because that's been a huge hindrance at my current location. It doesn't matter what the project is, I can only do one thing at a time just because I don't have the space. I can't have one car sitting and then take on some side work, because I'm gonna have to move the car out of the way, and vice versa. So this is gonna allow me to have the lift. I'm thinking just put it right up front over here, so that way it's immediate, that's a quicker work, exhaust stuff, whatever. Back here I can have a bigger project, say a roll cage getting done or something. You know, welding table and stuff over here, most of my equipment, saws. Obviously we have the bathroom. We have a little back door area right here, which is kind of cool. Not that it's usable, but you know, it's something. So, thinking not AC compressor, the air compressor, put it in this little shed unit here. We only have this little small area, but just the thought of it's pretty cool. Other than that, I mean, we don't have a sink, but we got that for the mop bucket and stuff. We're gonna be we're trying to epoxy the floors, do this shop right now. Again, because of the way it fell into our lap, we had to get the lease like immediately. So my lease, like I said, isn't up till December, which gives us basically 3 months to get this place dialed in as we want. And just, again, I couldn't be more thankful for the opportunities that have presented themselves, as well as even DJ wanting to work with me on any of this, and even just anybody that's gonna be helping with the shop. It's just incredible. I could not, again, be more thankful. It is just such an awesome, and I don't know if anything's gonna work past me just maintaining what I'm doing now. Nonetheless, awesome opportunity. So let's just hang out, try and get a swamp cooler in here, see if it'll fit on one of these hose spigots on the wall. And yeah, wait for DJ to show up. He should be here, I think, sometime in the next 30-ish minutes. So we'll see in a few. First order of business. This is literally just vinyl wrap. Not even painted on, which I guess is good for us. Landlord special.
Can't tell what it says.
Yeah, I don't know. They just painted over stickers over on the door. So what you guys can see a lot of is like for the business that was in here before, they made custom Mercedes Sprinter van like build outs and stuff. So not cheap work by any means. They made a lot of money. For what I understand, the owner was not American. I believe he was Russian, and he had to go back to Russia due to health complications. But it's like they definitely cheaped out on the decorating. So they just thumbtacked and wood screwed, drywall screwed everything. So we got a lot of holes to patch, stuff like that, these ones, that, try and fix this crack right here. So a bunch of little stuff like that. So thankfully, she's pretty experienced with that. Thankfully, only the one wall and then the office is drywall. The rest of this is all brick. And I'm talking with an Instagram friend right now, basically giving insight on how to insulate the ceiling. Because I don't know if you can tell, swamp cooler doesn't exist. For whatever reason, they deleted it. Now, there is the little AC unit like I showed you on the wall. That's why I brought down my Portacool today. At least have some air moving in here. But yeah, so the idea is we're gonna insulate the roof, and then the only reason I work with the shop door open now is A, the natural light for filming is nice, but it also causes a glare, because like right now the light's facing me, when I turn around, it gets all dark, especially the closer to the light that I am. So, but it's because of the airflow. So if we can get a decent mini split in here, which we've already priced out, we just gotta get it insulated enough to where it actually does something, then we're gonna do that. So that'll be freaking awesome, because there is no swamp, there ain't no nothing in here. It's just hot. That's why you kind of just fill the hole and then you just sand it away.
Yep. All the million thumbtack holes.
For anybody that might have something to say about her knowing more about this type of stuff than me, I spend all day at the shop working on metal, not, you know, carpentry and home repair stuff. That's where she gets artsy at home when she's bored when I'm not there. So go easy on me. We're making a vlog today.
You guys are you guys good at doing it in there?
Yeah, that's fine. You see. So I'd already mentioned that the base plan, I didn't go into details on anything else outside of velocity, so figured we'd wait for you, introduce you since you're now a character.
Oh, Sid. In the Sadowski universe.
Yeah.
From fan to participant.
Yeah. So, like I said, you guys may recognize DJ from Yori's videos. Some of you guys are cross-platformers. He is the background character in the shadows, hidden in the shadows.
Especially in the Let's Go.
Yeah. So it was his idea to kind of get into all of this. So you want to just kind of very brief synopsis of what the next thing is that we're doing.
Yeah. So I figured I wanted to start something. Chris has something going. Alex has something going. And if we're all doing this thing separately, it's just vastly more expensive. So why not put all of our resources together, put our minds together, make one big place, and kind of just, I don't know, work at it as a team, kind of like automotive communism, and become successful together instead of one at a time.
The guy lives.
Little white boy.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Echo's outside.
Oh.
Echo, get back inside. Echo, inside. Come on, let's go. Come on, inside. Just looking for I just see like this black thing out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, oh, what was that?
But yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, this is the new facility. So again, we do have a couple months to get this place up to snuff. So we were already in here. All of this stuff that I had mentioned that we were getting is to make a sign. There's a big old sign up top here, but it's for the previous business that was in here. And yeah, we're gonna make everything as nice as we can. We're going, like I mentioned, for like more of that luxury lifestyle looking aesthetic because the customer base that we're trying to get in. So we're basically on top of velocity, which I mentioned my customer base is already getting better in the sense that we're not doing muffler swaps on Civics anymore. We're doing like FDs, Audis, higher end stuff, bigger branded projects per se. So with that, we're going to be looking into doing a bunch of titanium motorcycle stuff. So that's very exciting, and we want the aesthetic to fit it, because if you go into a grungy shop that looks like this and you're trying to peddle out some titanium at $2,000 a pop, nobody's going to really take you as seriously. But if you walk in here and it's a very open, bright, just nice looking, like money dripping on the wall environment, it's going to attract the right type of customers. So that's the aesthetic goal. We're going to see what we can do out of it. I mean, we have the design help of 2 women and 3 bum-ass dudes. So we'll see how it turns out in the end. But I don't know. Exciting things.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm going to check outside to see how big that thing is. Because we might have to get another one.
Yeah, just go off that outer edge right there.
Right here?
Yeah. So 12 foot.
12 feet.
Yeah.
So.
If I had to guess, it's probably a couple feet tall.
So I think we have the height right. So let's just go with it, with what we have.
Yeah.
So what I'm seeing is like VFR up top, the words Velocity Race Fab on the middle, right there, and then in that bay or over that bay it'll be Wheel Sauce, and then ours, but we'll do our signs later, and they'll be smaller than that way.
Right, just so we can identify
what's going on in here.
Yeah. Little by little, we're getting there. What do you think of the new space, Isaiah?
It's significantly larger than the old one.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, your truck always looked really big in your old shop, and when I was pulling up, I was like, hey, this truck looked kind of small. Looks like you got the Ranger again.
Yeah, especially compared to an F550 right there.
Yeah, I was kind of confused about that actually.
Yeah, no, that's the end unit guy. He's just storing it for a couple of days. He's really cool. Thankfully, he was super nice. But...
Oh, I also think it's hot in here.
Yeah. Need like one of those in each corner, but...
No, it's cool though.
Yeah, we'll get some insulation and stuff in here and get it cleaned up a little bit. Have to do a shop burnout before we do the epoxy.
I just saw that
on Jeff's?
Jeff did
yeah.
his. I was like, oh yeah, Jeff also got a new shop.
Yeah. It's getting to be about that time, so we're gonna go get some food really quick. Restaurant choice around here kind of lacking. There's a lot of restaurants around here, but none of them have good reviews, and it seems like, I mean, it's not, don't get me wrong, this new shop, the area isn't horrible, but it's not as nice as the original shop was in terms of, I don't know, people. A lot of homeless at the Circle K right here. There's a crackhead crying in an office chair in front of the register when I went in there earlier, so that kind of tells you anything. But then there's nicer stuff around here, so it's like weird. So all the fast food joints around here don't have good reviews, so we're gonna go up the street, go grab some Little Caesars, because it's hard to screw that up because it's Little Caesars. So yeah, let them work on the sign. There's an outside shot of the building. That's not the real right-hand drive specialties. They were here briefly and they moved. Not sure why, but they only lasted like 6 months out here. So that's just a mechanic shop. The dudes that run it are a car dealership elsewhere, and that's like their service area, and they just never took down the signs. So whatever. That's pretty rad. Yeah, not gonna lie.
I'm pretty proud of myself.
I held her hair.
That looks sick.
I would just like to point out, besides Alex cutting this and helping me with this, I've done everything today.
You're the artsy one.
I didn't realize mudding the wall was artsy.
All right, we're gonna wrap this night up. So I hope you guys are just as excited for this as I am. I know, you know, things are changing quickly. The channel's all over the place all the time. We've made big transitions from backyard again, kid, to early business shops, sharing whatever, to what we're doing now and drifting. And now, hopefully this is a whole new level of life. Just so many possibilities. So I'm gonna try and document as much of this as I can as we're building this place up. I know some people thoroughly enjoy those types of videos where we're doing the build out stuff. And yeah, as progress gets made, of course, I'm gonna be able to film as much of it as I can and share with you guys. So if you guys are enjoying these videos, let me know in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you want to hit that subscribe button. And if you're local, by all means, hit me up for fabrication work and stuff. And then we'll be doing the motorcycle exhaust as well soon. So if you're a biker and you're looking to get some nice titanium stuff on your Ducati, Aprilia, BMW stuff, just keep an eye out. Keep tabs with us. We'll have some stuff flowing in next year. So do what you love, forget about the rest. Thank you guys again for sticking around, those of you that have. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.